comedian coming to the stage is one of my favorites and also a Bay Area favorite. You guys are going to love him. Please welcome Austin Blaylock.
Yeah, keep it going for yourselves for being here, man. In the rain. That's cool. I look like I just got here from the menu of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, right? I saw this look when I was like 5. I was like, that one's for me. I'll grow into it, don't worry. I've been thinking about compliments a lot lately. Maybe you guys will resonate with this. I feel like compliments used to mean a lot more to me when I was a kid. Like, if someone when I was like 7 years old was like, hey, Austin, I like your hair, I'd be like, thanks, this is my entire personality now for the next like 5 years. You know, no changes here. But now if someone's like, oh, Austin, you're so good with your money, I'm like, you don't know me. What the fuck? That's a weird thing to say. You're my banker. What the hell? Like, maybe back off a little, bud, you know? But I think about that because there's one compliment I got when I was a kid that I think about every day of my life without fail to this day. And that was when I was in middle school and we were in PE class playing baseball. And I was stepping up to the plate to bat, and on the pitcher's mound was one of those kids who, when you're 13 years old, is somehow already a full-grown adult man, you know? I don't know where they're getting them from, but, you know, he was 6'3", already had a full beard, was already going bald. His name was Mac. That's a man's name. What the fuck? You guys know any Kid Macs? No. Okay? But I was stepping up to the plate, and Mac looked at everyone and went, hey, everyone, scoot back. Austin's kind of good. I think about that every day still. That's an incredible compliment to get, right? Like, Max saw something in me that day that I have been looking for since then. You know? Like, what's someone gonna say to me that's gonna mean as much as that, you know? Like I was talking to my girlfriend last night, and she was like, Austin, you know, I really appreciate that you're such a good listener, and whenever I have a problem, you always make me feel very heard, and just like, you make my problems feel very real and very relevant. And I just appreciate that so much. And I was like, wow, that's so nice. You know who really appreciated me, though? I think it was Mac on the baseball diamond. You know, what's she gonna say to me that's gonna mean as much as that, you know? Like, we'll be having sex, and she'll be like, everyone, scoot back. Austin is kind of good. Okay. Thank you. That would be great. But, you know, stuff like when you're a kid sticks with you so much more, you know? Like that's changed my life. Like, I remember one time I was playing outside by myself when I was little, and one rule we had in my house, which is we were not allowed to play in our front yard because it was too dangerous. So I was out there all by myself, you know, being really cool. You know? And this man came up to me. I was like 7 years old. Man walks up to me and goes, hey, I work for Dryer's Ice Cream. And we just came out with a new flavor of ice cream. You want to try it? Yeah. And as a kid, you know, you're prepared for that question your entire life, right? Like, it's one of the things they drill into you so much. And I had that answer locked and loaded. And I was like, hell yeah, man. How good is this ice cream that you're risking it all, you know? And that dude caught off guard, was like, oh, okay, well, the ice cream's at my apartment. So you'll have to go with me to my apartment to get it. No! Thank you, Mom. No, and then I went with that dude to his apartment. And he gave me ice cream and just let me go. You know, like I met the world's only catch-and-release sexual predator. Not in it for the love of children, love of the sport only, you know? You know? Yeah, he, you know, took a picture with me with his fingers in my mouth like I was a fish, like, I got another! Ah! He's huge! I know. It is terrible. It's terrible. He should have thought that through more. I remember I brought that ice cream home and I like woke my dad up and I was like, dude, I got free ice cream from some dude outside. and he threw it away. And I was like, Dad, I put my virginity on the table for this ice cream. One of us is eating it, okay? It's cool, man. It's cool. Growing up, I was really into metal music. Anyone else in here fucking cool? Yeah? I loved it. It's a cool place to grow up because the metal community, the hardcore punk community, prides itself on being very tolerant, very welcoming, very inclusive. That's great. But then you go to the shows, and it does feel like maybe that environment is not represented there. You know? You know, the vocalist for these bands is on stage like, we just want everyone here to know that if you were at this show tonight, that you should feel safe and welcome, and no one should ever make you feel threatened or less than. All right, this is our last song. I want to see you fucking kill someone! And it's like, ah! All right, I'm getting a little bit of a mixed message here. You guys go ahead, have fun. I'll sit this one out, you know? Like, the vocalist is on stage like, we just want all the women in the audience to know that if you were at this show tonight, you were just as much a fan of this band as any man in the audience, and no one should ever make you feel less than. All right, this next song is called Fucked with a Knife! And it's like, I bet it's a metaphor. You know, he's probably talking about capitalism, right? Ah, we always are. Man. It's fun though, you know? I went to a festival recently and saw a metal band. It was great. I was in the pit, I was moshing, I was having fun. And then afterwards, I was at the urinal, and a man came up to me and said, hey, little dude, you mosh cool. Which there's like a million other times he could have told me that, you know? That would have been better. Like I could have been in the pit moshing, and he could have been like, everyone, scoot back. Austin is kind of good. All right, that's been my time. Thank you so much.
One more time for Austin Blaylock! All right, your next comedian coming to the stage, super exciting. It was just announced that she's going to be featured in the upcoming